So you're interested in hacking, not the Hollywood kind with dramatic music and flashing screens, but the real deal. Real hacking is about understanding how systems work, finding their weaknesses, and learning how to protect them. It's about curiosity, problem solving, and a drive to make technology safer for everyone. Today, the most important systems aren't hidden in secret labs, they're right in our pockets. Smartphones have become the center of our digital lives, connecting us to the world, storing our memories, and managing our daily routines. These devices hold everything from our personal photos and messages to banking details and work emails, making them prime targets for attackers who want access to our most sensitive information. To truly defend these devices, you need to know how to challenge them, how to think like an attacker, spot vulnerabilities, and test their limits in a safe environment. That's where mobile security comes in. It's a field that's more accessible than you might think, open to anyone with curiosity and a willingness to learn. You don't need expensive hardware or a fancy lab to get started. In fact, your own computer is all you need to begin your journey into mobile hacking and security research. Thanks to virtualization, you can create a digital sandbox, a safe, isolated environment where you can experiment freely. This is where the Android Virtual Device, or AVD, comes into play. An AVD is essentially a complete Android phone or tablet running inside your computer. It looks, feels, and behaves just like a real device, but it's entirely virtual. You can install apps, browse the web, simulate phone calls, and even test out security features, all with total control and zero risk to your real devices. With an AVD, you can inspect files, monitor network traffic, analyze app behavior, and experiment with different attack and defense techniques, all in a safe, controlled setting. Think of it as your personal mobile security lab, risk-free, flexible, and ready for any experiment or challenge you want to tackle. In this chapter, we'll dive into what AVDs are, why they matter for mobile security, and walk you through the steps to set one up on your own machine. By the end, you'll see how AVDs can unlock the world of mobile security for you, giving you the tools and confidence to start exploring, learning, and protecting. Forget barriers. This is about empowerment, curiosity, and taking your first step into a world where you control the technology. Let's get started. Let's break it down. An Android Virtual Device, or AVD, is a software emulator that mimics a real Android device on your computer. It runs a full version of Android, letting you interact with it just like a physical phone. You can power it on, use the home screen, and even simulate hardware features. The AVD Manager in Android Studio lets you customize everything: screen size, Android version, RAM, and more. Under the hood, it uses virtualization to run Android as a guest OS, isolated from your main system. This means you can experiment freely. If you break something, just delete and recreate the AVD. It's a safe, disposable environment for testing apps, analyzing malware, or exploring vulnerabilities. Nothing inside the AVD can harm your real computer. That's why it's the go-to tool for developers and security researchers alike. Total isolation, total control. That's the power of an AVD. Why do security pros love AVDs? The answer goes far beyond just convenience or curiosity. In today's fast-evolving digital landscape, security professionals need tools that offer both power and flexibility, and Android Virtual Devices, AVDs, fit that need perfectly. It's all about control and visibility. With AVDs, you're not just using a device, you're commanding every aspect of a virtual environment with the ability to see and manipulate system internals that are usually hidden. On a real phone, system files and processes are locked down, making it nearly impossible to access the core of the operating system without risking damage or voiding warranties. With an AVD, especially one with root access, you get God mode. This means you can bypass restrictions, access protected files, and tweak system settings at will, all without fear of bricking a real device. You can inspect every part of the system, run both static and dynamic analysis, and watch how apps behave in real time. This level of insight is crucial for identifying vulnerabilities and understanding how malware or exploits operate. Want to reverse engineer an app? Install it on your AVD, decompile it, and study its logic for vulnerabilities. You can experiment freely, knowing you can always reset the environment if something goes wrong. You can simulate different devices, Android versions, and conditions. No need to buy dozens of phones. This saves time, money, and lets you test across a wide range of scenarios from the latest flagship to older, less secure models. Test how an app behaves on low memory or on an old Android version with known security holes. You can even simulate network conditions, battery levels, and hardware failures to see how resilient your app or a potential exploit really is. This flexibility turns your computer into a full-featured mobile security lab. You can run multiple emulators at once, compare behaviors, and document findings, all from a single workstation. AVDs let you break things safely, learn deeply, and prepare for real-world challenges. Whether you're a beginner learning ethical hacking or a seasoned pro testing advanced exploits, AVDs provide a safe, controlled environment for experimentation. For security research, there's no better playground. You can try out new tools, test scripts, and push boundaries without risking your personal device or sensitive data. It's efficient, precise, and risk-free. Debugging is easier, mistakes are reversible, and you can focus on learning and discovery rather than worrying about hardware limitations. That's why AVDs are essential. Your lab, your rules. With AVDs, security pros have the ultimate toolkit for mastering mobile security and staying ahead of threats. For beginners, AVDs are a game changer. The biggest benefit, zero risk. Break something, just reset and start over. No expensive mistakes. It's also cost-effective. No need to buy multiple phones or special hardware. Android Studio and AVDs are free, making mobile security accessible to anyone with a computer. You get hands-on experience, see network traffic, inspect files, and understand Android from the inside out. This practical learning is far more effective than reading theory. You're building real skills, setting up labs, configuring proxies, analyzing apps. These are the same workflows used by professional security analysts. Mastering AVDs gives you a head start in cybersecurity. It's a skill that stands out on your resume. You're not just learning, you're preparing for a real career. AVDs make it possible. Ready to create your first AVD? It's simple. Download and install Android Studio from the official site. No need to start a new app project. Just open the AVD Manager from the welcome screen. Click Create Virtual Device and pick a device profile like a recent Pixel model. Next, choose a system image, preferably one with Google APIs for a realistic experience. Name your AVD and stick with the default settings for now. Click Finish and your virtual device appears in the list. Hit the green play button to launch it. After a short boot, you'll see the Android home screen in a new window. That's it. You've built your first virtual Android phone. Now you're ready to experiment, test, and learn. No risk, no cost, just pure hands-on experience. Your mobile security journey starts here. Let's move on to building your lab. Creating an Android virtual device, or AVD, is just the beginning. Now let's transform it into a fully functional hacking lab where you can safely experiment and learn. The first step is to gain root access on your virtual device, which unlocks advanced capabilities and lets you dig deeper into the Android system. To do this, use AOSP images that don't include Google Play. These images come with built-in root privileges, making them ideal for security testing and research. Root access allows you to bypass restrictions and access system files, which is crucial for effective mobile security work. Next, set up an interception proxy like Burp Suite on your computer. This tool acts as a middleman between your emulator and the internet, letting you capture, inspect, and even modify network traffic in real time. Configure your AVD's Wi-Fi settings to route all network traffic through Burp Suite. This setup enables you to analyze how apps communicate, spot vulnerabilities, and understand data flows, skills every security researcher needs. Use Android Debug Bridge, or ADB, to interact directly with your AVD. With ADB, you can install and uninstall apps, pull files for analysis, and execute commands on the device, all from your computer's terminal. Take time to learn the basic ADB commands. These are essential tools for any mobile security work. Mastering ADB will make your workflow smoother and help you automate repetitive tasks. Keep your lab organized by storing your tools, scripts, and APKs in dedicated folders. Document your findings and keep detailed notes on your experiments. This habit not only saves time, but also helps you track your progress and revisit past work. Developing good organizational habits now will translate into professional skills later. A well-maintained lab environment makes it easier to focus, troubleshoot, and learn efficiently. Your setup, a rooted AVD, a powerful proxy, and a suite of analysis tools, becomes your personal workshop for digital exploration and skill building. Keep your workspace clean and your digital environment safe. Regularly update your tools, back up your work, and avoid clutter to stay productive and secure. With this environment, you can safely explore, break, and rebuild apps and systems without risking your main device or personal data. This is how you grow as a security researcher, by experimenting, documenting, and reflecting on your findings. Remember, it's your lab and your rules, so experiment boldly, stay curious, and keep pushing your skills to the next level. Let's talk ethics. This is crucial. Ethical hacking means finding vulnerabilities to help secure systems, always with permission. Never test apps or systems you don't have explicit authorization to access. Start with your own apps or intentionally vulnerable ones like Diva or Insecure BankV 2. Unauthorized testing, even with good intentions, can be illegal and have serious consequences. Use bug bounty programs for legal vulnerability reporting. The goal is to build, not break. Practice integrity and always hack with permission. Responsible learning builds your reputation and career. Your future in security depends on it. Mastered the basics? Time to level up. Try static analysis with tools like JADX to decompile APKs and find hidden flaws. For dynamic analysis, use Frida to inject scripts and modify app behavior in real time. Simulate different devices and Android versions to understand a wide range of vulnerabilities. Build a library of AVDs, old, new phones, tablets, to broaden your skills. Join the community, follow researchers, read blogs, and enter Capture the Flag competitions. Many CTFs have mobile challenges perfect for testing your skills. Start with beginner-friendly bug bounty programs. Finding and reporting your first bug is a huge milestone. Your AVD is your lab, but the community is your classroom. Keep exploring, keep learning. The Android virtual device is your gateway to mobile security. It's free, powerful, and accessible. No special hardware required. We've covered what it is, why it matters, and how to build your own lab. As our world goes mobile, the need for skilled defenders grows. By mastering AVDs, you're taking the first step to becoming a digital guardian. Don't be intimidated. Every expert started as a beginner. Launch your first AVD, intercept your first request, find your first vulnerability. Each step builds your confidence and skill. The tools are free, the knowledge is out there, and the demand is high. Download Android Studio, create your virtual device, and start experimenting. The future of mobile security is open to you. Take the leap. Your journey starts now. Shape the future.